this is the Bearded Xeno. That's going to be my unboxing and review of this awesome figure. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Xeno, didn't you say you were going to do this on Christmas because this is your Christmas really? I was planning on doing that, but you know, temptation really kept getting to me, and so many people have been asking me to open it up and review it. So I figured, oh, what the hell, there's only like 2 or 3 reviews already up, so it'll give people a good estimation of, you know, what this figure's like, because, you know, I always like to watch multiple reviews whenever I'm looking for products. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. This is, oh, about to do it. Like, I feel more pressure here than I did when I opened up that 20-year-old power loader. Anyways, looking at the front of the figure, as you see, it's got a nice window box area. You can actually see the figure, and it's got the hive or the eggs, which they are going to sell these individually next year, I do believe. So that's going to be awesome. And I think the coolest part about this packaging is the side. The side is the elevator that she rides up in towards the end of the film. And the way they have her in the box, her face is exactly like it is when it first gets revealed in the elevator. And that is just, that is awesome. That is so cool. I mean, that's such nice attention to detail that they put in the frickin' box. Come on! That is so cool. Flipping over on the back, we just have a read up here about the Queen. I think that's in shot. Pause, read it now. If you can't read it, it says, what the hell just flop around in there? To celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Alien franchise, we created the most massive and ambitious alien figure yet, the terrifying xenomorph Alien Queen. No, I didn't say alien, I added alien there, I'm sorry. Stands over 15 inches tall and is over 30 inches long, featuring more than 35 points of articulation, including a spectacular opposable tail, hinged jaw, sliding head, and more. It includes a display stand, 2 different interchangeable mouths, and some assembly required. So, let's go ahead and, oh, the other side of the packaging is just that. Top of the packaging is another window box. The bottom packaging has all the wonderful people that you have to thank for bringing this beautiful masterpiece into existence. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and crack this thing. Oh. It's got a different smell to it than NECA figures normally do. The plastic smells different. That's really weird. It doesn't have the normal plasticky, very awesome aroma. It's got a... It's still plasticky, but it's got a hint of ammonia, which is weird. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, yeah. And then we have an empty box. Here is the actual insert that it comes with, which is just a picture of the little diorama that they've been carting around to Comic-Con and stuff like that. Oh, that's so cool. I'm putting that up there with my Headley Self recreation. But inside here we have the actual figure. And down here we have the 2 poles that you're going to use to be able to stand it. The clip, the actual spikes that go on your back, you have to assemble those. The inner mouths up here, and that's it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get everything out of here. Like, this is going to be an unboxing. I just want to share this with everybody. People have asked for an unboxing, and I'm going to do an unboxing. So, oh my god. This thing is absolutely massive. Holy crap. This is just insane. Look at, good lord, I have to pull out really far to get the whole thing in frame. If I had the tail extended, it'd be like this. That is crazy. That is so crazy. This thing is, oh, So beautiful. Okay. Now you stop gushing now. I need to actually review the figure. And, well, let's go ahead and start with going on with the paint job. It's a very, very nice blue and blackish paint job. You know, particularly like this up here. Like, that's really, really nice. I like how it's got the brown parts. So, I mean, it's more suited to go with the blue Xenos. But because it does have the brown parts, it will actually match the brown ones as well. So, you know, I really just like collecting the blue ones because I think those are more film accurate. And, you know, I like blue anyways. But really and truly, you could collect both and they would both fit in with this figure. And I think that's a very, very smart decision. And, God, this thing is so cool. I'm not going to mess with the articulation too much, just because it's so unwieldy, you know? But, oh man. You have a bend, one single bend here, you got a hinge here, and it's also got a swivel, or it's a ball peg or something. I'm not quite sure. That's a very weird articulation there. The arms do articulate very weirdly. Hands, you know, they got a hinge. But the best part about this articulation is the knees, just because you have two knees, you know, here and here, and also the ankle articulates and the toes articulate, which is really, really cool. But okay, this is now we're gonna start getting into some nitpicks. I'll say negatives. I'm not quite sure if this is supposed to be like this, but as you can see, the hinge joint on this leg is outwards. You know, it goes in and out, in and out. But this one over here is up and down. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, or if I got a factory error, because, you know, the legs do rotate on that joint, but it makes for some really, really awkward posing with that leg. I mean, you can get it just fine, but when you first break it out, it kind of throws your mind for a loop. Like, well, this one works the way I think it would, but this one doesn't. And it looks like it should rotate there too. Oh, well, that just threw everything out of focus. It looks like it, you know, it should rotate there as well, but I, for the life of me, cannot get it to do it. And, you know, I've tried the heating up trick and everything, and it just won't work. So either that's supposed to be fixed and doesn't move, and, yeah, I'm not quite sure how this is, yeah, this is, yeah. I don't know. That's a really, it's just like throwing my mind for a loop. I mean, that's not bad. It definitely works just fine, and you're not gonna get this in too many crazy poses anyways, because, you know, it's the queen and she's super, super heavy. You're gonna need this. But I don't know, that's just a weird decision that they would have two different hinge joints on here, you know, in two different directions. I just don't know why they did that. So, you know, Randy, you know, because I'm definitely going to tweet this video to you. If you could tell me if that's supposed to be like that, then, you know, please just tell me why, because maybe it's like a cool feature that I'm not getting, but I don't know, that's just really throwing my mind for a loop. It's not bad. It's just perplexing my head. Like, why is that like that? Anyways, moving on. This is a pain in the ass to assemble, and it's these spikes. I tried heating them up, and that one's just really loose. That's probably gonna fall out. But they are so hard to get in, mainly because they're very small ball joints, and pretty much half of all these pegs, well, I'm gonna say 2/3 of these pegs in here, like the holes, they're malformed on mine. So I had a really rough time getting the actual ball pegs to go in there. Once you get them in there, they stay good enough. But, you know, it's really just gonna mess with this whole thing over here if you put it any further back. So that's a bit of a bummer that, you know, these are like the way they are. But I'm glad that they did that, you know, because in the long run, if they were built onto the figure, they would probably snap off very easily. The way they got them here, it's just like a pressure ball joint. So if you accidentally grab it the wrong way or drop it, it'll pop right off and not break. So that's really good. That's a good decision. But also I want to say that this joint right here, for the life of me, I can't really get to line up. So yeah, but I actually don't mind that. I'm not going to take heat to it because it's in the middle of the figure and all these spikes in here. I don't want to mess that up. But I like the way the pose looks from the front, so I'm not going to mess with that. But one really neat piece of articulation that they didn't have to do, but I'm glad they did, is the head. Let me just... That slides forward just like when she's in her cocoon, in her egg-laying state. So if you wanted to go crazy with some wires and make your own little egg sac, then yeah, you could totally do that. So that's pretty dang crazy right there. And it slides on a track at the top of the head. See if I can. Okay, it's very well hidden. I'll say that. I mean, you look at that looks like a solid piece, but then it moves. That's very nice engineering right there. That's so cool. But, you know, let me get a really good shot up under this carapace. That is so cool. The detail is so amazing. Oh, yeah, it's also, I want to say that, look at that. You can see through that. That's so cool. But I really don't have that many negatives to say about this figure. I mean, you know, never is anything going to be perfect. You know, something's always going to have something wrong with it. That's just, you know, nature. But, this is one of the best, if not the best, action figures NECA has ever produced. Ever. This thing is just so cool. And, like, the only, you know, downsides to this is, well, you know, she's top heavy, of course. But it's, the inner jaw, it's like, it's too far up in there, I think. You know, she'd break her own teeth out. These are really, really hard to get on. I have a little bit of funky paint on here. I got bubbles in the paint, which is weird. They scrape off, but I don't know, that's just really weird to me. And the hinge joint, like I went on for like a 5-minute rant. But other than that, I really can't find anything wrong with this. This is okay. Okay, I've got to be careful and not break this thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Also, I'm resting the little stand on the two arms, which I actually forgot to talk about. These are just on little joint. I think it's a ball joint. Or is that a hinge? No, it's a ball joint. They have a hinge right here at the elbow and a hinge at the wrist. That is just so awesome. But oh man, just look at that. Look at that. That's the queen. A very out of focus queen, but that's the queen. Don't judge me. But yeah, now this next little segment I'm going to intercut some actual figures just so you can see how big this honker actually is. So yeah, this is just your standard blue Xeno right here. I got him in a really cool crouch down pose. This looks really nice in my display when I have him in there. I don't want to take it out because this is really hard to replicate, but you know how big he is, and I'm just gonna bring him up later and put his head up here. But this is Hicks. Alright? Pretty much everyone has Hicks in their collection, or at least a Marine, and they're all pretty much the same height. So you know how tall they are. Jesus. Wow. This thing is huge. Oh, good Lord. So amazing. Now, just pretty much everybody has a Xeno in their collection if you're interested in this queen. And trying to get a good side by side. Hey, selfie with my mama. Look at that. That is. Oh man, this is. Look at the size between the size difference in those heads. That's just crazy. And you know, this is a huge figure. This Xeno is a really huge figure. And this queen just dwarfs it. They did not mess up the scale on this. McFarlane. So, yeah. This is so awesome. I mean, we have a completely accurate scale version of this queen to these figures. That's so awesome. I cannot wait to get any more of these alien figures. You know, I got Bishop on the way. Ripley 86 is coming out next year. Hope we get more. At least a smart gunner. Give us Drake or Vasquez. Come on. Come on. One of those two. I'll take them both, but I prefer Vasquez because she stays alive longer in the movie. So, you know, it would go better with Hicks and Hudson. But, yeah, you know, unless you haven't been paying attention for this entire video, then this is a recommend. And not only a recommend, this is the highest recommend I can give it. This is such a recommend. It's a steep price to pay for an action figure, you know, $100. But I have to say that this is absolutely worth it. And I remember when they announced the price for this thing. I thought, no, $100 for that. No, that's too steep. That doesn't seem right. She needs to come with like an extra figure or something like a Ripley figure. Then I saw it at Comic-Con. You know, the pictures in Comic-Con. I didn't go to Comic-Con. And I saw the pictures from Comic-Con and how big it actually was. Changed my mind right there. This is absolutely worth $100. This is $20. This is $100. Worth it. Worth it. Seriously. Any Alien fan needs to add this to their collection. This is so amazing. Anyways, I've been the Bearded Xeno for Clicky Phoenix Entertainment. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the figure, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll try and answer them. And yeah, I'm gonna go play with some toys now, because this is awesome.